Hey you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about some Raid Shadow Legends and specifically talking about some of the things that they're bringing to the game, which I am so excited for. If you are a new player looking to start Raid Shadow Legends, then you actually want to download the game using my link down below or scanning the QR code on the screen, because that is going to give you a free legendary champion on day one. You're going to start your account off with Elenaril, and at level 25, I'm also going to send you an epic champion, Uugo. So if you want to play Raid, then you definitely want to use my link. It's always exciting when games bring in quality of life changes, because sometimes it's things that the community is asking for, and sometimes it's things that we didn't even know we needed until they add it, and then it's almost like we couldn't live without it. So Raid does have some exciting things coming into the game, and some things they've actually recently implemented. One of the things they've already added has actually been relics, and these are pretty cool because you can use this to increase stats, you can add abilities, and then you can also add gemstones onto the relics, which has passive abilities. All of these work together to make your champions even stronger, which, like I said, is pretty cool. So to actually craft them, you do want to go into your forge, and as you're crafting, there are different rarity chances. So depending if you are going to be able to craft a rare, an epic, legendary, or mythical even. And there are different materials that you'll use as well. These can be gathered by doing different in-game things, including things like live arena or even the new clan boss. I feel like the relics are another way for you to really customize your champion, adding the different skills. And if you go through and actually read some of them, there are some very, very cool ones in here. So for example, if we're looking at like golden elixir, the wearer has it instantly healed by 10% whenever their HP drops below 50%, for example. Or the turn meter increases by 10% whenever one of their allies dies. Whenever they receive fatal damage, reduces it by 50% of their turn meter, and fully reduces their turn meter. Cooldown is 1 turn. So things like this. There are some really, really good ones in here as well, and some very, very strong ones. If you haven't gone ahead and looked at these, I do suggest taking a look at them. And then the gemstones, there's different types. There's the circular, triangular, square, and diamond. That's just because they have the different slots that they fit into. But same thing, there are some really strong ones in here. And like I said, there's different like passive skills they add. So for example, this one, the wearer has a 10% chance to prevent their skills from being placed on cooldown during an extra turn. Or they receive 5% turn meter each time they resist a debuff. So things like this can really be used to actually customize and really make your champions that much stronger. I want you to comment down below if you've played around with the relics, have you done any crafting and gotten any good ones? Let me know. One of the quality of life changes that they're bringing into the game is that you'll actually be able to minimize your multi-battles so that you can do things while it's running in the background. And this is something that early on I was wondering why they didn't have this, because you're sitting there, you're farming through your dungeons, for example, and you're really stuck. You can't do anything else. And I was like, oh, it'd be so nice to be able to just minimize this so I can go ahead and look through my artifacts, clean them up, upgrade what I need to, and just be able to do other things into the game. So yes, this is one of the changes that is coming to Raid soon. Something else that they're adding is super raids in campaign. So super raids is something I've talked about before. It is one of my favorite features of the game. I love that I can go and do a dragon's run. I can turn on super raid and essentially do 2 times the run in 1 time. And that is something I absolutely love. So it is something they are bringing to campaigns. So if you are there, you're farming, you're trying to increase the level of your champions, this is just going to make it go that much faster. So essentially you're going to use more energy. So double the energy, but you'll get double the EXP and rewards. So that is something I am super excited for. I will say it would be nice to get more of these super raids in other places too. I would love to have it in dungeons with some of the potions. Now, again, this is coming from like a beginner's perspective. So for me, I'm sitting there, I'm trying to get my potions. And I'm at the point where it does take forever. So it might be different for you if you're further endgame and you're like, I don't see a need for it. I totally understand. But for me, where I am right now, it would be really nice to have super raids there. It would also be nice to have it for Minotaur. I don't think that's something that they would add for sure at all, though, just because you can essentially just purchase your like masteries with gems. You don't really need to farm Minnow if you don't want to. Something you can do with gems. I can't see them adding it there, but it would still be nice to get it for the potions. They are also adding in instant hydra battles. So I know there's been a lot of talk around hydra when they made the changes to it, and I feel like this is something they're trying to do to alleviate that, but they will be planning to add the instant battles into there. And I have heard from fellow clan members that they're just not very excited about hydra. It's more of a chore than anything to do, and they're just really not looking forward to it. So maybe the instant battle will help things out a little bit. For myself, I am going to have to actually work on making a dedicated team. If you want to see that, be sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out when I do more in-depth stuff with my account. They're also going to be making improvements in other areas of the game, including the market. So currently the market as is kind of lackluster, kind of dull. And if we are going around and looking at everything in the game, it's really separated. So we have the market, we have the bazaar, we have the altar of souls. You're having to click in multiple places. They are going to be updating this, completely reworking it. So it is all going to be in one window. This is something I'm also looking forward to because anything that makes it easier for players to find what they're looking for is great. So you're going to have the market, the clan shop, token trader, bazaar, altar of souls, the mystic market, the soul merchant. So all of it is going to be in one, which will make things a lot more easier to actually navigate through. They'll be making improvements to other areas of the game as well, including your artifacts and when you're keeping and selling things, going through quick crafting in the forge and things like that. So again, something else I'm excited for because artifacts play a huge role in this game. And if it makes it easier for us to be able to actually go through, keep gear and sell gear, then that would be helpful. Right now, it's actually not too bad. It's better than some of the games that I've played before. But if they are able to improve this, then absolutely, why not? Looking at all of these changes, I do think I'm most excited for minimizing your battles in the background. I do think that's going to be very helpful. As I said, being a new player, I have a lot of things I still need to do in this game, and I am trying to maximize my time so I can make better content for you guys. So be sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on that future content, including my account updates. But I would love to hear from you guys. Please comment down below and let me know how you feel about the quality of life changes coming. Is there any that you're very excited for? Or is there things in the game that you think that they still need to work on? Comment down below and let me know. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Next level.